Hey everyone, I'm just in this beautiful location. So whilst I was here, I thought I'd make a little free yoga video for you. Maybe it's something that you could do in the morning just to get your flow going and energize. And I haven't got loads of kit and stuff, so it's just a bit of a freestyle one, but I just really wanted to share being in a lovely place. So yeah, we're going to do some sun salutations, a few warm-ups to get the spine nice and awake. And I don't know, I'm just going to freestyle and see what happens. All the usual stuff. If you've not done yoga before and you've got any injuries or conditions, or you're pregnant or just had a baby, or anything that you think might need checking, always check with a medical professional beforehand. And yeah, if anything doesn't suit your body, just don't do it. My advice would be to take full awareness of your body and control in the movements that we're going to do. And as long as things don't cause you pain, then I'd really encourage you to be explorative with the movements and see what feels nice. It's all about, enjoy making shapes and feeling good in your body. And the other key thing is that you can breathe at all times. So at some point your breath might be slightly constricted with some of the movements, but you should never be like huffing and puffing to keep up with the yoga postures. So yeah, if you're happy with all that, taking all that on board, let's just do some moves together. Wakey wakey, or maybe it's nighty nighty, or afternoony afternoony, depends when you're doing it. But yeah, my name's Emma. Let's do some yoga. Hopefully you can hear me. If not, maybe you can go with what you can see. But let's just start off. I'm going to go straight in with the movements. So coming into a tabletop position with the hands, they might be underneath the shoulders, or maybe you prefer them in front of the shoulders. So it's about finding the angle that works for you. Same with the hips and the knees. So just have a little play about until you find where suits, and then draw the belly in towards the spine. We'll go for some cat-cows just to wake up, flex and extend the spine. So as you inhale, drop the belly, take the gaze forward, lifting up through the tailbone. And then as you exhale, scoop up through the belly as the chin comes to chest, push the ground away. Let's go for a few more. So the inhale, really dropping that belly. And then on the exhale is where you scoop up. So we're getting that nice counter pose with the spine as we start to wake up. Let's go for one more. As you really empty out the breath, and then returning back. Just moving in another way, allowing the hips to go from side to side and taking the gaze towards each hip. And then final little movement here, lifting up through one arm, maybe taking the gaze with you, and then drop that arm so it's underneath the armpit, the cheek lightly touches the floor, and then as you inhale, raise that arm up again and release. One more as we get that little lateral motion, that slight rotation, and then bring the hand back to center. Let's go the same on the other side. I'll just turn to face. So inhale as you let that wing really expand and spread, and then drop it down. So bending that supporting elbow as the hand slightly takes some of the weight. And one more. And then bringing that hand back into your tabletop. And moving on to a connecting vinyasa. So either taking a plank with the knees down or coming up onto the toes. So we're in that full push-up position, pushing the hands away from the ground, almost sort of rounding out through the back as you spread the shoulder blades. Inhale here, reaching from the crown to the heels, and then as you exhale, drop the knees, elbows bend, keep the hips up high, drop the chin and the chest, and then coming up into cobra. So pushing the bottom half of the body into the ground as you raise the top half. Exhale to release, and then pushing all the way back into the downward dog. So with the downward dog, the fingers are spread nice and wide, the hands are shoulder width apart, the feet hip width apart, maybe taking little bends in the legs as we walk through that downward dog. Again, pushing through the hands, push the ground away from you, and then maybe just finding a moment of settling in downward dog before walking the hands towards the feet. So taking a nice bend in the knees as you find yourself in a forward fold. I think it might be time for the sunglasses to come off. So enjoying hanging down, relaxing the head and the neck, maybe holding on to the elbows or the shins or the ground, and then very slowly rolling up through the spine. As we find our way on our feet, take the hands wide, and then as you exhale, bring the hands down to the centre of the body. We'll do the first little part of sun salutations first, so anywhere you like on your mat, maybe at the top or maybe on the side. And then as you inhale, extend the arms back behind you, raise them up, maybe taking the gaze up to the sky or the ceiling. And as you exhale, take the hands wide as we melt down into a forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift, so either staying on the fingertips or bringing the hands onto the shins for that flat back. And then exhale, release. Inhale, take the arms all the way wide. And as they meet, exhale and bring the hands back down to centre. Let's go for that again. Keep flowing with the movement. Inhale to reach up. And as you exhale, allow those arms to swoop all the way down. Inhale to come up for that halfway lift, choosing your position, and exhale to release. And when the inhale comes, that's when the arms spread nice and wide. The exhale, joining the palms together. Let's add that now to a sun salutation, standing at the top of your mat as you inhale, take the arms wide, and exhale as you fold down and release. Inhale, finding that flat back halfway lift, and exhale. Inhale, step the right foot back, so we're into a lunge position. Place the hands to frame either side of the foot and step back into downward dog. As you inhale, coming up to that high plank position, push-up position. Exhale, drop the knees, the chin, the chest, and then on the inhale, drop through the hips and the pelvis as you raise up into cobra. Not too much weight in the hands. Exhale to release and push all the way into your downward dog. Inhale, step the right foot forward, help it as much as it can. And as you exhale, the left foot joins into your forward fold. As you inhale, the arms all the way up. And exhale to release. Let's go on the other side. So keeping that flow. Inhale to reach up. And exhale to sweep down. Inhale finds that halfway lift. And exhale to release. This time on the exhale, inhale, so we step the left foot back. So we're on that back toe of the back foot. And then place the hands down as we find downward dog for the exhale. Inhale to bring our body forward. And if chaturanga is in your practice, high plank to low plank, maybe you want to pick that option on the exhale. And for the inhale, roll onto the toes as you take up dog. If not, stick to the cobra. And then on the exhale, finding our way back into downward dog. Inhale to step the left foot forward. As you exhale, the right foot joins and we're in that forward fold. Inhale to halfway. And exhale, release. Inhale, take the arms all the way wide. And exhale. So we've done one round on either side. You can rewind if you want to do that again. But because this is a little mini practice, inhale to lift the right leg and then exhale, step that foot behind. We'll just do a few standing postures. So maybe the heel is in line with the inner arch of your foot or the back heel. Find the foot position that works for you. The blade edge, so the little toe side of your foot parallel with the mat. And this knee is bent. Maybe finding the position that feels good. Weight is evenly distributed between both feet. And when you feel grounded in the feet, then lift the arms. Take the gaze down the middle of that front arm. And enjoy a warrior two. Inhale back through warrior two arms, and then drop the front arm, the elbow, onto the top of the knee, and maybe taking that top arm over the head, the gaze going up to the sky. Let's inhale back to warrior two, straighten the front leg, turn the toes to face the front for a wide leg fold. Interlace the fingers behind, open up through the front of the body, and on an exhale, release yourself forward. Maybe bringing the heels of the hand together. Relax through the head and the neck. And then inhale. Really push through the feet to allow you to come back up. Let's go on the other side. Hope this is going well for you. So we're back in warrior two again, finding that foot placement that works for you. Really sinking, grounding deep into the floor, and then the arms come up. And on an exhale, relax the shoulders. Take that gaze forward, focus. Does that front knee need to move around a bit to feel more comfortable? Then on your next inhale, the palm opens up and lifts, dropping the back arm towards that back thigh. Keeping the legs nice and steady as you pass through warrior two on the inhale, and then on the exhale, finding the top of the knee and opening it up. So really feeling it through the side body. And then inhale back to warrior two. Straighten the legs. Let's go for that wide leg fold. Both feet pointing forwards, hands clasping behind, drawing the heels of the hand together as they unite, dropping yourself forward into that wide leg fold. The head, the neck relaxes. If this doesn't feel great or makes you feel dizzy, you can stay halfway so that the head is not lower than the heart. And then as you inhale, come up, back into warrior two, and then windmill the arms. So let that top arm come over, frame the foot. We're in our plank position, taking that little connecting vinyasa, either going through ground position in cobra or chaturanga, high plank to low plank, to your up dog, and to your down dog. Again, walk the hands to the feet and bend through the legs. We'll take a squat. I'm going to change position, a better view of you. So the feet are wide, and maybe the heels come down, maybe they don't. Maybe you want to just have a kind of play about, or even put something under the heels. Another option is to place the bum on the floor. So finding the squat position that works for you, and maybe using those elbows as you bring the palms together just to gently ease the knees. Ease the knees. Take a moment here, drawing the belly, the hips are sinking low. Nice way to move the body. And then let's all, if you're not already, sit. Oh, there's the hot tub just come on. Sit the bottom down. I think that's our cue to slowly finish our little whistle stop tour practice. So the knees are bent. Slowly roll down through the spine. Oh, it's all happening now with the wind as well. And taking a little hug from side to side. We'll just do a recline twist before we finish, and hopefully it's got that blood flowing. Allow the knees both to drop to one side and palms come together. And then just very slowly allowing the hand to brush all the way over the body as you take that gaze to the other side, or maybe you prefer the gaze up. My hair bubble's getting in the way. You get that nice spinal twist. Maybe taking a nice sigh as you allow that breath to release. And then very slowly allowing the hand to trace back over the body again, and let's go for the other side. So the knees come up and they drop down. keeping the pelvis all as one unit, as the knees face one way, and then the arms and the head open up and release into that twist. Just taking a moment's pause, maybe the only bit of pause we might take in our day. Allowing that arm now, the top arm, to brush back over the body, finding the other hand, and then very gently coming onto your backs. And just, if you'd like a little refresh, then taking dead bug, this little inversion, allowing that refreshment down through the legs and the hands, maybe keeping still or maybe giving them a good old wiggle, getting all that drainage as we go the opposite way to normal, particularly with our feet and our legs. And nice and slowly and steadily, just allowing that to drop as you take a final resting pose, either with the knees bent, knocking in towards each other with the feet as wide as the mat, or allowing the whole body to release. Palms are facing up towards the ceiling or the sky, as you allow just that moment of space. Taking 3 deep, full breaths here, so 3 rounds with the inhale and the exhale. We start to close our little session for today, just planting maybe a positive affirmation, a mantra, a dedication and intention, or a bit of gratitude. And as you do so, allowing some movement back into the body. Maybe dropping the knees down to one side and using the hand to guide you back up. Finding cross-legged or kneeling or a comfortable position, maybe even a half lotus or full lotus if that's within your body, in your practice. And there we go. Hopefully that's got the blood flowing. Little freebie from Drum and Bounce. Respect.